Well, we are finally heading to our last U.S. destination on our East Coast trip here.
Doesn't that sound weird to say?
It does sound kind of weird. We're headed to Maine.
Don't leave me behind here. I've just arrived. I've been waiting for someone to take me away, far away.
I'll take my time, dear, just to keep you around here. Know what they say, you can't keep the clouds away, away, far away.
And this last stop that we did here in Cape Cod, we were only here for a week, and I wish we had a little bit more time. Chris ended up getting pretty sick, and we just didn't have enough time to head out and really explore the Cape very much. So we did make it to Martha's Vineyard, but we didn't make it up to Provincetown or some of the other fun spots here in the Cape. There's always next time.
We did celebrate Aaron's birthday, and that was a fun time. We did enjoy some local fresh lobster here, and we tried to make the best of it. The pollen was way better here, so that was nice.
Yeah, just moving was a good idea.
It was worth the move for sure. I really like Massachusetts. The people are very friendly here. It's really nice people here.
.1211, that sign just said. The GPS is taking us off route. 1211 that way. Still don't know about this RV GPS. We're always questioning why it's taking us off the main highways and like what's going on. We're pretty sure we drove 6 in and now it's taking us on 6A. You just don't know if it's doing it for the right reason or if it's doing it for the wrong reason.
We're just gonna continue to have trust issues with this GPS device.
Driving in the Northeast. About 6 miles on 6A, and now it's having us go on Quaker Meeting House Road back to 6, the highway that we came from.
If that's the most excitement and weirdest part of our day today, I will take that as a win, right?
Yeah. But does it have to happen 10 minutes after we leave?
It's like we don't get very far, and then it's the confusion and the overanalyzing sets in.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with a 13-foot-5 rig on the East Coast, that's for sure. Yeah, now it takes us right to the 13.7 bridge that I thought it was trying to avoid. What? Yeah, this is the one. That's the only bridge I saw that was close. I don't know what it had us avoid there. That was just odd.
It's just frustrating, but it's one of those things where, okay, what's the big deal, right? We just take the detour, be safe. We don't know for sure, so it would be very irresponsible if we just assumed we know better than the app that's designed to keep us safe.
So we just got passed 3 times on the right shoulder by 3 separate cars. And we don't know if that's a Massachusetts law, but we've never seen that before. And we've been in Massachusetts for 3 weeks, and all of a sudden it just happens now 3 times in a row.
Yeah, we're getting a little closer to Boston. I've literally never been passed that way by multiple people. Going 61 in a 60 miles per hour zone. And
oh, here it is again. I'm gonna get one now. Here he is. So that's the shoulder. That's not a lane. That's a shoulder, or whatever you want to call it.
I would call it a shoulder.
Yeah. And then they drive in it. It's just weird.
Yeah, he's just like hanging out there.
That is so weird.
I wanna go somewhere far away. I town, 'cause I can't take no more. And this old town's got nothing left for me. All I've got are these broken memories. This new road I finally broke.
We made it! Registration, there's the office right there. Okay, this site is extremely unlevel. It's sloping down towards the front. Side to side it's pretty good, but it's a little taller than we've usually ever disconnected. I had to put quite a few blocks down there, but I think we're good. Does that look ridiculously tall, or is it just me? Yeah, it's a good size yard. Great spot. It's gonna be nice, and it's gonna be a beautiful view out the window, just like trees and the grass, and we don't get the ocean view here, but we're on the island. We're on the island. We don't always put this down, especially if we're only staying for like a night or two, but if we're staying for a week or more, it's pretty easy to deploy and well worth it, because it actually does work. Let's put the ratchet strap on. I know this seems like a more ride commercial, but it really does work. And they did give it to us about a year ago. Okay. Needs one more hole. Use these snap pads I haven't installed yet. This thing is tall. Really tall. Oh, you stretching, Louie? Good morning. 2:55. That's not in the afternoon. Good morning from our campground outside of Bar Harbor. We are doing something that's been on our bucket list for such a long time. The sunrise at Cadillac Mountain.
I'm so excited. It did take some effort to get this ticket to go in, and we're really happy to go see the sunrise. The earliest sunrise in America, right?
Yes, and it's June, so the sunrise is actually earlier than it is, I think, in the later months, and we got to get up the mountain by 3:30. So the tickets to go up are now on a reservation system. You have to pay $6. They only release about 100 per day. And when the park has thousands or maybe even tens of thousands of visitors, it's really hard to get those tickets. So we wanted to hike up there as well, but we happened to win the lottery. 448. Right now it's 312. We're actually only about 15 minutes from the bottom of Cadillac Mountain, and looks like it's 25 all the way up to the top.
I heard that the drive up is beautiful. Do you think that it's gonna be beautiful in the dark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
It's gonna just slowly reveal more and more beauty. Due to the national park commercial filming rules, we sadly didn't film this unique and magical experience of arguably the best sunrise spot in the US. But we did snap a few family photos to remember it by. Make sure you get here early, as the show begins about an hour before the actual sunrise time, and the magic doesn't last for long after it. And because of this, we knew hiking up the 2.2 miles and 1,500 feet of elevation at 2 a.m. just wasn't going to be in the cards. So we made sure to come back another day and make the journey. And we're so glad we did. It ended up being a fairly easy hike, and we highly recommend this to anyone able and visiting the area. We stayed for 3 weeks at this spot and visited Acadia National Park probably a dozen times or more. It's now moved up to one of our favorite parks in the entire country. There are so many trails and things to see and do, we didn't even come close to checking off everything. And thanks to the 100+ miles of dog-friendly trails, we brought Louie and June along for most of them. Do you want to know what one of the coolest things about Acadia National Park is? It's that it's right next door to one of the coolest small towns in all of America, Bar Harbor. It's 12 o'clock. The shuttle leaves at 12:10, and Chris is still getting ready. She's gonna come running outside that door any second now. Any second. It's a good thing the shuttle picks us up right there. There she is.
I made it.
You look beautiful today.
Thank you. This free shuttle service is really cool, and the shuttle on this route stops at like 3 different campgrounds, and it takes you for free either to the visitor center in Acadian National Park or into Bar Harbor. So we're excited to take advantage of that. Neither one of us has to drive today. We don't have to park, we don't have to pay for parking, and we're stoked about it.
Oh, there it is.
Yay, let's get up there.
It's here. It's nice and cool.
It feels really nice.
Did you remember everything?
I don't think so. I'm already like trying to go through my head. The drop-off and the pickup spot for this route in Bar Harbor is Village Green. And Village Green is right in the center of Bar Harbor, and it's surrounded by restaurants and shopping. There's tons of people watching. It's the place to go if you're gonna get dropped off, and it makes it really easy to remember. So excited to be here. Bar Harbor only has about 5,200 year-round residents, but it does get up to 3.3 million visitors per year. That's a lot. And it is a city in Mount Desert. And I pause on dessert because it's spelt like desert with one S. So Aaron and I were having this, debate over the right way to say it. And when we asked somebody, they said they hear it pronounced both ways. However, the locals say dessert. And I said, that's interesting because it doesn't have 2 S's like dessert does. And I think that the reason they call it dessert is because you're deserted, not like chocolate cake, which we may or may not end up getting into later today.
So we're going to show you guys some spots down by the water and the beautiful, beautiful harbor before we hit up our spots on Main Street.
Agamont Park is a very popular place to come, and it's a really great place to come get a view of the water. If you look behind me, you can see Bar Island. And a fun fact is that Bar Harbor actually got its name because it connects to Bar Island through a walking path that only emerges when the tide is at its lowest point. You can actually walk from Bar Harbor to Bar Island, and that's pretty cool. Now, this Agament Park also has what's debatable to be the best firework display for the 4th of July in the entire United States. Now, sadly, we won't be able to catch it this year, but we were able to spend the night watching the fireworks on the 4th of July back in 2019 when we were here. So you see those yellow umbrellas, they are so inviting and welcoming. You're like, come eat at me, eat at my restaurant. And you get this great view of the water. So Aaron and I were a little bit skeptical because the view was so good. You know, we were thinking, oh, the restaurant's probably pretty overpriced. The food's probably not very good. And we might be disappointed. It might be one of those places where the view is epic and that's about it. But boy, were we wrong. The food was incredible. There was several things that we were trying to decide between to order, and we both really enjoyed what we did order, and the prices weren't terrible. So overall, it was an excellent experience, and I would highly recommend it, and I would definitely go back myself.
And during a normal non-construction season, the ocean path starts right below those yellow umbrellas, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, short, easy hike that just walks along the waterfront. But due to some erosion, they're doing a massive repair. And it's too bad because we haven't been able to see that this year.
Yeah, and it's a really nice, it's a short walk, it's dog friendly, it's of course beautiful, and it's right here in town on your list of things to do while you're in Bar Harbor. I surprised you with a boat ride.
I wish. One thing we didn't do yet on this trip is get on the water on some type of boat ride, but I know they have lobster cruises, they have dinner cruises, they have a catamaran that actually goes all the way to Nova Scotia.
They do?
Yes.
Wow. I would love to get on the water because the water here, I don't know if you've noticed, but it is insanely blue. Like very vivid, beautiful blue. It's a really special place because you have a lot of the lush greenery. You got pine trees, tons of different trees. I don't even know how many different kinds of trees, but it's then paired with the mountains and the water. I mean, how many places in America have all of those things going for it? Not
We like
too many.
we like to say this is Minnesota's sister state. It has pretty much everything Minnesota does, but it has the ocean and the mountains.
And the national park.
And the national park.
Yeah, when you're driving
Hey, Minnesota
here,
has Voyagers.
yeah, that's true, but it's different.
And if anybody has ever stayed in the Bar Harbor Inn, I'd love to hear how it is because it just looks so inviting. I could only imagine waking up every morning, having coffee off one of those patios and looking this way.
I would do that exact thing. I would be in a white fluffy bathrobe with slippers on. Like, that's just a dream of mine. I just want to sit out there in a big oversized robe, sipping my coffee.
Blueberry coffee.
Blueberry coffee, blueberry everything.
Okay, next up, let's see if they'll give us a little peek of some of them big 3+ pound lobsters they have over at Steuman's.
Yeah, we just want to window shop on your lobsters for a little bit. We're not quite committed to eating an entire lobster right now, but they sure are fun to look at.
You're gonna have to sweet talk them.
Okay.
You having memories of 2019?
Yes, I'm getting flashbacks.
Yep, that was our table right there.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's a female.
So look at the difference in the claws.
Well, they're not that different. A little bit.
What's your name?
Michael.
Michael. Michael told us this last time we were here.
So you honestly don't recognize us from 5 years ago,
No.
Michael?
No.
You don't recognize. All right, I'm gonna show you the video clip in a minute, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Male, female.
Wow.
beautiful.
That's so cool. Awesome. All right, guys, that was totally unexpected, running into Michael, we now know his name, after 5 years. And the irony of it was he actually left that company and went somewhere else, and now he's back, and I think he just came back.
He just came back. He said he hasn't been working there for 5 years. And that's how long it's been since we've been there. So we all joked and said that we brought him back.
As soon as we walked up and I saw the back of his head, I'm like, I know that's him. And I'm just like, hey, can I talk to you real quick? And he started sweating. He was all
Michael
nervous.
thought he was in trouble.
He probably thought I was complaining about the lobster, but those guys are such good sports there. Stewman's Lobster Pound. We had our very first whole Maine lobster there back in 2019. And you know, honestly, the reason we chose that restaurant was because of the atmosphere, where it's right on the water. It just looked like a fun place to go eat.
Yeah.
And the blueberry pie. So it's almost 2 o'clock. That brings us to one of our main events that we actually came into town to do, and that's to go see some live music up at the Garden.
The Garden Lounge.
One of the great things about Bar Harbor is how close everything is, and so you can just walk once you're here. There is no shortage of stuff to do.
No, it is hopping.
Honestly, we haven't spent that much time off of the water. We're always attracted to the water and the restaurants close by there, like most people are as they're visiting a beautiful spot. But usually the thing is, if the further you get away, you can find those little local gems. I can hear the music already. This is nice.
This is so nice.
I think Neville Brothers.
It's so peaceful out here and everybody's just relaxed. You look around and everybody's just zen. And this musician's, he's choosing songs that are old classics, romance, love songs that we love. There's nowhere else I'd rather be right now. So we changed our chairs. We're now under a tree because it gives us a little bit more protection if it does start to rain, which it may or may not. In Bar Harbor, the storms are very prevalent on the radar. Every day you get that storm warning, and then sometimes they come, but most of the time they miraculously dissipate. And I don't know why. There must be some sort of a phenomenon. We're hoping that tonight it dissipates, but we're feeling like it might not. So we're trying to be safe. This inn, it's an Ivy Manor Inn. It's a hotel that we're doing this live music at. It's incredible. You walk in, you get these very ornate decorations. You go in there, all old stuff. I can't even put a word on it, but it feels like lots of character, lots of lives, lots of history. You go in there and you feel these really good heebie-jeebies. It's a cool place. So we're waiting it out because we don't want to leave. Everybody here is super chill, super relaxed, and it's a fun spot. We have a lot of night ahead of us, so we're trying to relax and soak it up.
And just like that, the sun is peeking through again, and it looks like it's gonna miss us one more time.
We'll take it. So we took off and we're heading. It's a really quick walk. Everything is really close together. I think Erin mentioned earlier, it's really walkable here in Bar Harbor, and this is on the exact same street. It's literally a 2-minute walk. We're gonna be there in no time, and I think that since they opened at 4, right now it's 4:10, we should have no problem getting a table.
Bye. We'd like to thank our sponsor of the video today, Island Explorer, who's giving us a ride home tonight.
Yes. Thank you for the free shuttle. It's actually very rare that we get a ride home anywhere. So I thought about it on the walk here. I said, how exciting is it that I'm not driving tonight?
Yeah, this is a perfect spot to hop around to different restaurants, different bars if you want. There's breweries. You know, you have that shuttle that can bring you home safely.
So we opted for the trio of Mediterranean dips, which makes me really excited because I don't know if you know this or not, but I come from Greek heritage and I'm super proud of it. And this feels like home to me. And I appreciate Erin for saying yes to sharing this dish together. I'm gonna go for this one first. It's like roasted red pepper right away. Feta cheese right away. Erin, you would not like this one at all, but I dig it. Tzatziki. Okay, so tzatziki is your classic sauce that's on every gyro. So all my gyro lovers out there, this one's for you. It never gets old. It's good every time.
It's got too many cucumbers for me.
Just cool and refreshing, herby. And then pesto. I'm a huge pesto fan. Oh yeah.
Is that the best? Just tell me it is.
Yes. Erin, you're gonna love this one so much. It's really the best. Project Social, that's where we're at. They are a really food-focused hipster type of a restaurant. And if you're into food or craft cocktails or just a really relaxed vibe, you should come here. It's really special. It's different than everywhere in Bar Harbor. There's nothing like this in Bar Harbor. So we got just a couple of food things to get. We got the seafood chowder and we ordered some beef skewers. Look at the color on that. It's like a deep roux. It's like perfectly thick and creamy without being chewy or overly thick. Smoky. There's pancetta in here. There's potatoes, fingerling potatoes. It's a really solid chowder. Plus you got the fresh herbs on top.
And fresh seafood.
And fresh seafood. I'd say this is a home run. Might be the best chowder we've had on our Keys to Canada so far. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that.
Erin needs another big bite. Yep. I'm gonna take that very last bite.
All right.
Yum.
That smells good.
Beef skewer. There's all sorts of wonderful, beautiful ingredients in this that I didn't memorize, I can't regurgitate, but it looks awesome, it smells awesome, and I am so glad that we got this with the soup. I'm so comforted and relaxed by that chowder. How beautiful are these old antique chinawares? So not remind you of your grandmother?
Local beef, they said.
It just smells char grilled. All I smell is grill right now.
What's that sauce?
I don't know, but I'm going in hard. Definitely get the pineapple. There's grilled pineapple right here. The sauce is a little bit spicy. The beef is tender. I think this is a fennel slaw. It's all sorts of things going on right now. And I like it. Do you hear the romantic music? Look at those lights.
Italian restaurants always play the best music.
Twisting at my heartstrings right there. Dancing cheek to cheek.
They play the best music.
Louis and Ella.
They have good wine, good food.
Oh, stop. Stop. Stop.
Dark chocolate sea salt.
Ready? So I splurged and I got 2 single dark chocolate sea salt truffles because we love dark chocolate, we love sea salt, we love truffles. Sometimes it's just the very first bite that's to die for, and that's all you need. And so this little snack, I don't remember what it came to exactly, but I think it was like $1.90 for the 2 of them. How perfect is that, right? Look at that salt.
Yeah.
This is a straight up good caramel. Makes me smile.
From Maine.
This store, not all, but most of the products are made in Maine. So it's really cool to have local stuff. Here you go, babe.
Tourism. Thanks.
Oh, he just popped the whole thing. I'm like all biting one bite at a time. Aaron just got.
It's good.
What do you think? Is it good?
It's really good. Smells like a t-shirt shop.
Smells like San Pedro Island in here.
Can't believe how cheap this is.
This one's cool because it's like super plain, just how I like things.
$15 for a zip-up hoodie is crazy.
I really like this one.
We went downstairs into a basement and we found this.
This is the same exact bathrobe that I was talking about, how I wanted to be on a patio in an oversized bathrobe, pinky up, drinking coffee. This is it, with my slippers on.
It's only $40.
Aaron, can we get 2 of them? Can we?
I think one's enough.
You need one and I need one.
We were literally inside the t-shirt discount shop for so long that it's now dark outside.
I almost bought about 5 things. I semi-connected with so many things, but I couldn't quite pull the trigger.
And we
My
got
closet space is limited.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Oh, really?
June.
Oh, really? Ever wonder where the name Irene Iron Travels comes from? It's actually named after my online fitness and nutrition coaching business, Irene Iron Fitness. I help people move better, feel better, and eat better with strength training and real food. No fad diets, no harsh restrictions, no counting calories, and absolutely no processed food in a package. If you want to get stronger and feel better at any age, check the description below for the links with my new client special, or join in on our next and upcoming group challenge.